Okay, so this is my first how-to video, so bear with me. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and I'll try to respond to everyone as I can to answer you with my best suggestions. A bit about me: I'm the Dungeon Master for Total Party Chill. We are an actual play stream on Twitch. Every Sunday we get together and we have a lot of fun. And we have an amazing community of viewers and subscribers and friends, and blowing my mind what we've seen over this past year. So you guys can check us out on Sundays at twitch.tv/Total Party Chill. And today is how to stream like Critical Role. And what I mean by streaming like Critical Role is multiple people all in the same room using multiple cameras. It's really hard to figure out exactly what to search for. IRL streaming, streaming from your living room, studio streaming. There's so many terms, and I felt like how to stream like Critical Role gets across the idea real fast. Now, these are just what we do. There are a ton of ways other people do it, some way more advanced than us and some more DIY. Here is the tools we use and the hardware we use. So if you're looking to stream your own games with your friends, here's what we do, and maybe you can use it too. By all means, I am no expert. This is just all the stuff that I and my team have learned over the past year of streaming, and we've found great success, and it's been wonderful. It was really hard when we started out because we didn't know like what kind of mic to get or what to do with their cameras, or there were so many questions and there weren't a lot of resources out there, and I dug around a lot, and this is what I learned, and so hopefully it'll help you too. We're going to cover 3 things today. 1 is audio, 2 is video, and 3rd is broadcasting, putting it all together and sending it out there. Again, there are so many different ways you can do this, but this is the way that we found that worked for us. First, audio. Audio is really important, and there's 2 ways I can go about audio. 1, you can use a USB mic. I don't recommend using multiple USB mics for everyone. We had a lot of issues with what's called phasing, and that's where you hear this weird echo. We ran into a lot of troubles. I wouldn't recommend it. What I would recommend is the Yeti X mic or the Blue Yeti. One of those 2. I'll put a link in the description. But the Yeti is great. It's got omnidirectional capture, and what that means, if you're not already familiar, is it captures audio in 360 degrees. It's a great tool, really good sound, and it works really well if you guys are all close together, if you're around a table. Now, here is option B. This is expensive, but it sounds great, and you could probably accomplish it with different gear, but this is the gear that we got. We have an XR18 Behringer mixer. This is the mixer that you plug all your mics into. So everyone at the table has their own mic, just like this. These mics sound fantastic. They are Shure mics. Each one is a dynamic vocal mic. Being able to put all these into a mixer means you can adjust the levels, do the limiter, all of those things. And if you want to learn more about like audio mixing, that's a whole nother video, and I'll put in some other folks that I have watched on YouTube to maybe help you out. Once you get the mixer, all of your mics are plugging in the mixer, and that mixer you now need to put into your streaming computer, so whatever you're actually broadcasting with. We do this through a Scarlett Focusrite 2i2, and what this is out of your mixer you have 2 XLR cables, left and right audio, and that'll go right into your Focusrite. The Focusrite is a wonderful machine. It is a USB interface, and what that means is any of the XLRs that go into it will go out into the computer via USB. So that's how we're capturing our audio. If you're looking for a budget option, I would definitely recommend a Blue Yeti if you're all close enough and have it on omnidirectional. It's a great device. If you're looking to step up to a next level of audio and you want to maybe do like, a mic for each person, you're going to need a mixer, and that mixer will go out to a USB interface, and I'll put the links for those in the description as well. Now here's video. Much easier. There's a lot of ways you can go about it. The most affordable way is Logitech C920s, C922s, C30Es. Webcams are fantastic. I can't recommend them enough. They're pretty inexpensive, and the quality of them is really great. I mean, look at this. Pretty fantastic. I could talk about these in more detail, but you'll find better videos that describe the quality of them than I could. We use one of these for each side of our table. So we have a left side of the table, a right side of the table, and then me. And then we have one for our battle cam, and then we have another one for a dice cam, which I occasionally roll so viewers can see the DM's dice rolls. We also have another setup that we sometimes use, our Panasonic G7, and we have what's called a Cam Link. Elgato has this amazing device where you can take your DSLR camera and you could hook it up to a Cam Link, which essentially takes the HDMI and puts it into a USB out. So it's USB 3.0, and you can plug that right into your stream. If you have a DSLR camera and you want to use that, a Cam Link is going to be your best friend. Keep in mind, your streaming rig will need to be able to handle that, and that's something I'm going to go into a little bit later. And of course, all these are in the description. That's probably the biggest thing you need to know about video. Lastly is broadcast. Now this is where it gets really tricky, and we ran into some issues with video cards and a bunch of stuff, but let me break it down to you. You have a lot of devices that are going into whatever computer you're streaming from. It's going to need a video card that will support multiple cameras and USB 3.0. What I learned is there are a lot of computers that can't handle this because the motherboard either can't power all of the devices because all these webcams don't have their separate power. They get powered through the USB plug itself, and sometimes can't transmit enough data for all the devices that they're trying to be used on it. Our first upgrade to our computer is we got a PCI card that allowed for expanded slots of USB, and that worked great. Eventually, because we upgraded to better cameras, we ended up buying a new computer. The one I got was the streaming PC from Next Level Build. They were great. It came really fast. It was pretty inexpensive, and it worked out really well for us, and it is phenomenally fast. Love this machine. That just kind of gives you an idea of what we were using to stream. We're using 5 cameras and one USB interface for all of our audio. Once you have everything going into your PC, the next step, you're going to need OBS or Streamlabs OBS. Slobs is what it's referred to. And with Slobs or OBS, this is where you're going to take all of those video feeds and audio feeds, and you're going to layer it to kind of create a scene. And that's how they define different modules. Different scenes is essentially how the cameras are laid out, what graphics are on top. We go into Photoshop and we make graphic overlay, but it's essentially just a frame. It has open spots so you can have your video shines through. You've seen this a lot if you've ever watched Critical Role or Penny Arcade or us. We create this graphic in Photoshop. Now, the thing you need to know, it needs to be a PNG because that allows it to be a transparent image. Once you lay this out onto your scene in OBS, you're going to select your video input. And this is all of your cameras. And you're going to set up one by one. And then you'll trim them out, make sure they look nice. And then you're going to input your audio. So you're going to choose, set up audio input. If you go here, click that, and you turn on monitor on and output on. This is how you can hear the audio with headphones, so you can, see if everything sounds good. But make sure you're using headphones, because if not, if it's playing from your laptop, your mics are going to pick it up, and you're going to get this weird forever echo. Once you have your videos and your audio, you're going to take your graphic and you're going to lay on top of it. Now, there's so much more you can do from here. You can put in alerts, you can put in slideshows, so many fun things. But this, a lot of that you'll find tutorials out there that can help you with the rest of that. This is essentially what we did and what we do today to make our stream, and we found a lot of success. So if you're looking to stream, it's better to make something than to wait to make something. When I look back on this video like 3-6 months from now, I'm like, oh, it could have been so much better if I'd done this or this or this. But just making it is the best step. And for us, when we started streaming, if I restarted today, we do everything so much different. But once you start learning all the ways you want to change things, and you continually move forward with it. So just get started and start making, edits every time, and you'll learn something new and strive for that. And that makes you feel really good, because every time you get a small win, that puts you a little bit closer to whatever your goals are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, I am Dungeon Master Devin from Total Party Chill. Leave some in the comments. Thank you so much, guys. Let's have some fun.